Staging is a controversial topic, and I'm just going to give you an angle that probably nobody has brought to you before. And it's just logic. Think about who always stages their properties. It is the big builders. The big builders are the best home sellers in the world. It's not real estate agents, right? Even a successful real estate agent with a huge operation is going to sell several hundred homes a year, like us. Average realtor in San Diego County, less than 2 homes a year. And the big builders, they sell tens of thousands a year. And what do every single time is they stage their models. Now, stay with me, because here's why it matters. I don't think they stage their models because they like pretty things, design, decor, or furniture. They stage their models because they are huge companies, a lot of them publicly traded, held accountable to the bottom line by their stakeholders, their investors, the board of directors, and they have to deliver a result. And so they stage their models not for the sake of creating something that's just prettier to play, but because they have to drive profits. And so if I'm watching that's how they operate, not sometimes, but 100% of the time, then it tells me, gee, maybe we should do the same too. And so if the big builders are doing it, and if the only thing that matters to these gigantic companies, who by the way have millions of dollars just to test the marketplace in terms of what it wants, what it likes, to see what the right sales process is going to be, huge resources compared to any realtor or any individual home seller, then my thought process is simply to borrow from their wisdom and implement it on a home-by-home basis on the retail market. Now, there's different ways to stage, and you don't have to get so crazy, so extravagant. It does not have to be expensive. And the funny thing about staging is that a lot of times people will say, hey, I'm about to do XYZ to the home, remodel this bathroom. Well, what happens when you remodel that bathroom is it's elevated, but the rest of the property is the same. When you can keep most of that money, the vast majority of it, back in your pocket and take a small pinch of it to elevate the entire property, the photography, the experience when someone's there, and most importantly, to treat your home like the big builders would have treated theirs. And there's a larger discussion there, and there's always options in terms of how do you do that. And depending on who you're partnered with in terms of counsel, advice, realtor that's in your corner, you're always going to have a path to doing it regardless of your personal resources. So make sure that you just take note, as I've taken note, well, hey, they do it. So at the very least, let's have a conversation about it. And if you're going to stage or not stage, just do it from a conscious standpoint instead of just making a decision based on what we want or the way we wish it were versus what the data shows us every single time in terms of how much more a home will sell for.